Hey guys, what's going on? This is Juan from the Fans POV here to give you this week's sound off. I know, new face, it's not our new year, Chrissy, so they thought I'd be able to give it a shot this time out. Really excited, so how about we just get to it? Let's get to the headlines. So, as we get started here, a dedicated player has actually finally finished Pokemon Go. Well, as finished as you probably could at this point. We're not even really a month into the game itself. But yeah, user FTB_Holdor has captured every available Pokemon in the game that's possible in North America. Of course, that's 142 Pokemon out of the original 150, 151, depending on if they added Mew or not. That is in the Pokedex. Of course, obviously missing is Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Mewtwo, which will probably get them only in events, depending on when Niantic and Nintendo really want to be able to do that. Other Pokemon that are missing are Ditto, which no one has actually even seen, so who knows if it's actually really in the game itself. Farfetch'd, which is actually a Asia-exclusive Pokemon, so, you know, shout out to our Asian fans. You guys are the only ones who can probably get them at the moment. Mr. Mime, which is a European exclusive Pokemon. So, you know, that unless you're looking for a plane ticket, my friend, you're probably going to be a little out of luck. And Kangaskhan, which is said to be found only in the oceanic regions, which, you know, that'll be a fun little ride, being able to find them. It is fair to keep in mind, all those Pokemon are available to be caught in eggs, which probably, you know, 10 kilometers, probably a bit rough start. Definitely going to be walking for some while, but, you know, better than nothing. So yeah, shout out to you, FTB_Holdor. You have truly become the very best that no one ever was. So moving on, we do have Comic-Con to talk about. Last week, you know, a lot of stuff was announced from both DC and Marvel, and I want to talk about the winners and losers of Comic-Con this year. So, starting off with the winners, I want to start off with DC. Justice League, Suicide Squad, you know, The Flash, Arrow. Live action DC is killing it recently. So Justice League finally got its first trailer. Well, more so scenes spruced together, but that's basically what a trailer is anyway. And it's looking really good. You got Ben Affleck returning as Bruce Wayne, trying to get everyone else in the Justice League to come out. Ezra Miller's The Flash, looking really funny. Looked like that might be a really fun ride, seeing his character develop. We got Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, which is looking really scary and really intimidating, so I'm definitely excited to see what'll come out of that. And, you know, mentioning Wonder Woman also got her trailer earlier this week, and that one's looking just as awesome. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a more action-packed movie that looks to be taking place in World War I. She'll be riding, you know, horses into battle. We got her sword. We got to see the lasso again. Just looking really cool. Definitely really excited for both Justice League and Wonder Woman. Suicide Squad as well, since that actually comes out, I think, in about 6 or 7 days. It's really crazy. Yeah, that's going to be looking a lot more fun. You know, definitely differentiating from the really dark and gritty that was Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, which might be a good thing for DC. You know, have them reach out more. Have them realize that, yes, we do want this to be, you know, serious, but let's have a little fun with it. Of course, I do also want to talk about Marvel, because Marvel's been kicking a lot of butt for years now, and it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon. So Doctor Strange got its second trailer, which many are saying to be way better than the first one. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. Definitely checking that out. We do have Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, as Doctor Strange, which I know a few people weren't really happy about in the beginning, but so far, it looks like he's doing a really good job. We got the movie poster for Doctor Strange. That's looking really cool, very, very artsy. And we got also footage for Guardian of the Galaxies 2. A lot of people have been liking it. We got Sylvester Stallone making a cameo in the movie, so that'll be really cool. We haven't seen him and Kurt Russell in anything together in a really long time. So seeing them together after all this time, it'll be great. According to the people at Comic-Con, you know, We got Spider-Man Homecoming footage, which hopefully that gets released out to the public really soon. Really wanting to see that. People have been saying that Vulture has indeed been confirmed for the movie, which would make sense with the rumored casting of Michael Keaton coming straight off of Birdman, making it, make sense. Yeah, as a Spider-Man fan, I'm really excited definitely to see what comes out of that. And moving on from Marvel movies to Netflix and TV shows, Luke Cage and Iron Fist also got some footage released for the first time. A lot of people are very excited about that. Can't wait myself. Iron Fist has been a very favorite of mine for the longest time. And the Netflix series have, of course, been great with Jessica Jones and Daredevil, just wowing everyone when they came out. Definitely makes us forget about the original Daredevil film that came out a while ago. So good on you, Marvel. And something that's a little bit different is a new show that is a reboot of the Archie comics called Riverdale. All that we've heard so far, that's going to be kind of a darker, more almost like teen drama reboot of the Archie series, I guess, with murder and, just a lot more adult themes to it, which I'm not really sure about myself. When I think of Archie, the last thing I really think of is, dark, gritty, adult themes. But hey, Archie versus Predator is a thing, so why not give it another shot here? So moving on to losers of Comic-Con, which thankfully there really weren't much. We do have King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, which I guess released some footage onto Comic-Con this last week and didn't really impress anyone, I guess. Got no real attention, didn't make really any impression to everyone who was out there. It's been said that it just kind of looks like it rips off from other movies of that genre that have been done really better. And I guess it just looks like a total mess. Real shame. Hopefully, when it comes out, it's a lot better than it looks right now. And of course, we do have to talk about Killing Joke. Yes, that finally released after forever, the animated film. I'll actually have a review on that one soon for you guys to check out. But we do have to talk about Batgirl. A lot of people have been complaining that yes, Batgirl was kind of destroyed in her character arc. She was just kind of seen as kind of like a ditzy, love-struck teenager in this film, which is true. I will have to admit to that. And of course, we have to talk about that scene with Batman. Yeah, Batman, rooftop, Batgirl, a lot of spandex. I'm sure you can guess where that's going. And yeah, it did kind of seem out of nowhere, seemed very out of character for both. So a lot of controversy surrounding it, which is funny considering The Killing Joke by itself is a very controversial book. But what adds more to it is that during the Comic-Con panel for The Killing Joke, Brian Azzarello, I believe is how you say the name of the artist on the film, actually insulted a complainer of the film. And man, you don't want to do that. I mean, you already got a movie you're already getting a bunch of controversy for what you guys done. Why add more to it, But I guess that's your thing. Let's see what happens. I personally enjoyed the movie. I know a lot of people that enjoyed the second half of the movie, which is actually the full Killing Joke story, as opposed to the first 20 minutes, which is the Batgirl story. I'll go more in depth to it onto my review if you guys, want to check it out. It'll probably be out on Tuesday. It'll be a good read. You can see what I mean. And, share your guys, thoughts in the comment what you thought about The Killing Joke. Because it's definitely a big debate going on right now about whether it was a good adaptation or not. And a more funny story here. So, for the last headline, we have a woman who uses cosplay to combat a racist dress code at her work. Now, the woman, by the name of June Rivas, gets reprimanded at her job for wearing a ponytail. I'm not exactly sure it doesn't really say specifically what her job is, just that it doesn't usually have a strict dress code, but I guess enough where ponytails are a problem. So, she's like, okay, no problem. She puts a headscarf around, covers it up, and bam, no more ponytail. That's it, right? No, apparently the manager puts out a rule that says you cannot wear any headscarves of any kind or, anything on your head. So at that point, it's like, what are you going to do? Well, what's the point of this now? So she does, and it's really great. She comes into her work in cosplay. One notable example is she comes in dressed as Spock. Now that one is really cool because she's got the blue shirt, she's got the pointy ears, and she's got the wig. No ponytail, nothing on her head. I mean, the wig could count, but that looks like hair. So, we haven't heard anything else from it, but to me that's really cool. Having to, putting your cosplay costumes, wigs, and stuff to use, So I'm really waiting to see what happens on that, if we ever get an update on that story. So we also have the sound off picture that we had last week. What's your supervillain name and title? Now I don't know about you guys, but if I had a supervillain name, it'd probably be like the Scarlet Shredder. You know, I know, probably not super unique, but you know, it's probably just super quick speed. As for a title though, I don't know, it'd probably just be the quick. Yeah, you can't blame me. It's my first time, guys. I promise next few videos I'll come up with a lot of other cool stuff. And we do have that kind of moves on to our con tip of the week. Enjoying the video game room. Now, I'm a gamer. I'm gonna assume most of you, or maybe at least some of you, are gamers as well. If you're going to a convention, you know, walking around, having a lot of good time, you're gonna get tired at some point, right? You're gonna want to sit down, relax. What better way to do that than the video game room? You're gonna meet a lot of cool people. You'll more than likely have games that you enjoy. Every time I go to a convention, they'll have Super Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, Mario Kart. You know, all the big ones. So hey, maybe you'll maybe be able to meet some new friends while doing it. It's always a good time, so always be sure to check out the game rooms when you're at a con. If anything, just for maybe like 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, you know, just to kind of unwind, have some fun. So that moves us on to the cosplay of the week. And the cosplay of the week is honestly really cool. It's Scar from The Lion King. That was at San Diego Comic-Con. It should be hopefully popping up here on the side of the video. And I am honestly really just in awe at this cosplay. It looks so cool. I mean, you got Scar, you got like when I first heard of it, I'm like, oh cool, like, you know, I've seen that be done before where like people have like a face paint, have like makeup all around, make themselves look like the lion. But no, this cosplayer really just decked out. Looks really cool. Got like the full-on face mask. It looks to be like almost in rags. Just a very cool take on the Lion King character Scar. So definitely check that out on Instagram. There should be a link to it below if you want to see the full picture in a much higher quality. It looks amazing. Definitely something to check out, guys. And I also want to move on to our page model segment. So NPC Cosplay is a really cool group that I've actually been following for a bit too. We recently have them, there should be a link down to their Facebook on the bottom of this video, but they recently did a really cool Bioshock group cosplay. I really enjoyed it. I'm a huge Bioshock fan. Having them see, like, you know, the little sister, just they got everything there. It's really cool. And you know, being a group of friends, being in cosplay, you can't ask more than that, right? You're just having a good time, getting dressed up, you know, and you know, like just awesome stuff, guys. Really enjoyed that. So, moving on, we're going to be going to the spotlight right now, and I want to talk about our dealer spotlight, and this week we're talking about Hello Skywalker. Now, Hello Skywalker is a pretty small company. I believe it might just be one person. They make handmade plaques and jewelry. Comic books, movies, video games. They got some really cool stuff. I really enjoyed their plaques, actually. You know, something to put up on the wall, something to show off to other people. Got some really cool, like, jewelry as well, like necklaces. Like, for example, let me see if I can find some really cool ones in here to show you guys. Like, it's got a really cool, like, plaque of the X-Men. So it'll be the circle with the X inside, and then they'll have, like, different characters all around. Like, for example, there'll be, like, the Beast, or Wolverine, you know, the big fan favorite. It's like, you know, necklaces with the leaf from Animal Crossing. Looks to be like Chain Chomps, Yoshis, just really cool stuff. There'll be a link to their Facebook page down below. Definitely check that out. It's really cool. Definitely recommend you at least window shop, because, you know, who doesn't want to nerd out every now and then. And I do want to move on to the artist spotlight. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced the name here. I think it's Queenie. She has a really cool art style that kind of like pops out at you. It's kind of hard to explain. It's really unique. It's just a lot of colors. It gives you like I don't know. You can't help but smile but looking at it. It just has this really almost warm feel to it. Like there's like a joy at looking at the art almost, because it looks like something you'd see in a very like, best way to describe it, like Harry Potter illustrations. It just kind of has that feel to it. Like Mary Grand Pré, I believe, is the name of the artist of the Harry Potter series. It just looks like that. Very distinguished, very nice to look at. It just has its own unique style that takes you to like a fantasy world. There's also should be a link for that, for her page down in the bottom of this video. Definitely check her stuff out. I became a really huge fan seeing her portfolio of it. So, social media videos. Music Monday, we do have videos from Last Minute Cosplay and Excalibur Studioz, so definitely be sure to check that out. You know, always nice to kind of groove, get into the cool music stuff. And we will be having the Throwback Thursday video also as well on here. Back in 2007, it's Haruhi Suzumiya enlisting members to the ASOS Brigade back at the New York Anime Festival back in 2007, and it's a fun watch. It's funny to see and have everyone's reactions to it. And Feature Friday, we do have the Antipode, sorry, once again, Bellydance group. Definitely be sure to check that out. All those links will be under in the description of the video. And I do want to give out the info for our future convention updates for the fans POV. We'll be able to see us, you know, say hi, maybe even do some shoots. It'll be really cool. So we will be at Otakon in Baltimore, Maryland. That's going to be happening from August 12th to August 14th. So, you know, write the dates. We're going to Maryland. Definitely, you know, give us a call, shout out, you know, if you want to have some picture taken. It'll be really cool. And we'll also be at AKAICon in Nashville, Tennessee. That won't be happening till the end of the month, though, August 26th to 28th. So definitely got some time. You know, sadly, I won't be there. I'm stuck in California. Hopefully, you know, when San Francisco Comic Con or Kraken Con, Toy Con, all these cons come happening, you'll be able to, you know, meet me. So for the sound off picture this week, it's going to be the last TV show you watch is now your life story for the next 6 weeks. What is it? Now, if I had to answer, I've been binge watching Once Upon a Time like no other, and I'm currently at season 5, which, spoiler alert, they are in the underworld. So I'm not really sure if I can handle that being my life right now. I think it'd be a bit too hot. Alright guys, and that actually seems to be the sound off for this week. You know, thank you once again for having me, and it's honestly really exciting. Really glad to be a part of this now, being able to be in front of the camera, saying what's up to everyone. Hopefully, you know, as time goes on, I get more comfortable with all the videos. We'll be having a new host next week, my boy Ricardo, so, you know, be nice to him as well. So this is Wands from the Fans POV signing off. Hope you all do well.